jump on that one. It's called "Can't Keep a Good Man Down" because you can't keep a good man down. So y'all jump on that stream. I'm going to end this one here in just a few minutes once everybody kind of jumps over to this one. Should be pretty good. Um, watch, it'll just like it is what it is. So yay, there's Murdoch. How you doing, bro? How you doing? There's Nate. I see you, bro. Um, Yeah, dope. Amy's here. Yeah, guys, just go ahead and jump over to the other stream. Make sure to smack the like button as well. I'm really excited about just getting to hang out and chatting with y'all. Marilyn's here. Let's go. Let's go. Amy says, we're doing good. Celebrating my birthday and siblings' birthday this past weekend. Birthday falling on Easter, so it's a little weird. Yeah, so we did tacos and we did gelato, which was good and a good time. So it's a good time. Good time. Um, yeah. Yeah, guys, if you are over on this stream, pointing to the horizontal stream, we're having some connection issues. So we're going to jump over to the phone and do the stream there and hang out and everything. So, guys, if you haven't already, smack the like button. It helps us out a ton. And it's going to be a good night. We're going to chill. We're going to chat. If y'all have got any questions, if you got gear questions, streaming questions, news questions, any of that, you are more than welcome to ask and everything. How does it sound? I'm wearing the DJI Mic 2. You also get to see a Piggy Small shirt a little bit more. I'm covering up Piggy's face, but he's a cute little porker. He's a cute little porker. Murdoch says, just got done exercising since I got sick. Starting back is always harder. Oh, 100%, man. 100%. It is always harder to get back on the saddle once you are off the saddle, for sure. That's somebody that's hadn't got back on the saddle, for sure. All right, I am going to kill the horizontal stream. This stream right here, my vertical stream, we're going to keep it going. But I'm about to kill the horizontal one. Wait, I'm seeing if it's going to act normal. Enjoyed the video in the car today. Thank you, love. Yeah, I've really been enjoying doing those car videos. Um, just kind of a way to chill. Yes, I am connected to my Wi-Fi. Um, I don't know. I don't know if we're having the same issues or not. It could be that. I have no idea. I have no idea, guys. Just trying to make it happen, Captain. That's the name of the game. You know what I mean? But yeah, I enjoy doing the car video. This is the second one that I've done, and it's a ton of fun. Just kind of putting ideas out there, kind of giving a preview of the week. You know, that sort of deal. My goal tonight was I was going to test out like three different games. Um, so that was going to be cool, which I might do next week. I don't know. But I was going to play Century Age of Ashes, which is like a dragon game, and then Chivalry 2, which is on Game Pass, and then RoboQuest. I saw this dude on TikTok. I think it's TikTok, where he does like 60 minutes. He's like, I'm going to give this game 60 minutes and see if it's any good. Do something like that, but do it live and everything. So I think that would have been pretty cool. I probably will do that next week just to try it out. But yeah, that was the plan tonight. I do look forward to playing those games. Chivalry looks really cool. I don't know if anyone has played any of those. Seems better now. Awesome, awesome. Nate says, so it ended up being the CPU that was bad on the PC. The guy that bought the parts said it was the PCU. Said he wasn't upset because he got his money's worth from the other parts. Well, there you go, man. I'm glad that it all worked out. Um, Nate says, me and my nephew played Human Fall Flat on Game Pass. Yeah, I played that. I've got it on Switch, I want to say. It's an interesting one. It's kind of that gang beast party animals. Like you can't like fully control the character. I feel like it's a little bit more on that game than the others. But it was good. The little bit I played, I didn't play a ton of it. So yeah, I enjoyed it for sure for the little bit. And that was something I was really bad about years ago. I would just buy games and play them to make like a quick let's play and then move on. I would spend so well, I would put it on a credit card and be stupid about that. So don't do that, guys. Use your brains. Use your brains. Yeah, yeah, all that good stuff. So, guys, let me know, what are you playing right now? Put it down in the comments below. What I was saying on the other stream before we had to jump on here, Thursday is going to be our last Thursday Nerd Cave news. We're moving it to Wednesday, starting at next week at 7 p.m. Central Time. Schedule and everything has changed, and he has to get up at like 4 a.m. on Friday. So we're trying to work with his schedule and everything. So Thursday we will be doing Nerd Cave News, and Yugi will be with us, and it is going to be a ton of fun, and I think it's going to be awesome. But Wednesday we will have Nerd Cave News. Monday will be Eat, Sleep, Anime. We are putting that out for everybody. But if you want to check it out right now, you can go over to patreon.com/nerdcave and check out the episode. It is really, really cool. And if you haven't checked it out, I think you're missing out on something dope. Especially like all the conversations are great. I know I talked about this in my car video today and everything. It was it's a good show. I really enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to getting to do another one, but I'm excited for everybody to see um, the show finally. All the patrons got to watch it and everything for the last 2 weeks, and that's kind of the model that we're going to do from now on with it, just so patrons feel like they're getting more for their buck. I know everybody's supporting because we do, live content and everything and all of that, and I do appreciate it a ton. I just want to give back more, and hopefully get even more patrons supporting the Nerd Cave and everything. Amy says we must resurrect the Switch for Animal Crossing. We do need to resurrect the Switch, but for Princess Peach Showtime, which that came out on the 22nd. I am really, really looking forward to playing that one. But yes, we Animal Crossing goodness in there as well. Dan, this does not sound financial advice. I know it's a joke. You have unlimited money on a credit card. If everyone had credit cards, nobody would have to work anymore. 100%, bro. 100%. Guys, if you haven't already, smack the like button. It lets everybody know that the stream is good and that you are enjoying it. Um, yeah, I talked in the video this morning. If y'all aren't on Tuesdays, we are, well, I am putting out a video on the YouTube channel, kind of hyping up the streams and everything, but giving kind of a overview of things that I don't normally get to talk about on the stream. I know I talk about books and everything, but I don't talk about as much of like movies or TV shows and everything. So I am kind of doing a little bit more of that, that sort of deal. So I'm enjoying it, and it's more vlog-ish. It's me driving to work, so it's just like the perfect time for me to just kind of sit down and give like a 20-30 minute kind of just you know stream of consciousness, and I kind of have like a where I'm going to go and everything. So I'm enjoying them. Amy said yes, Princess Peach, but Animal Crossing. Yeah, I didn't get to play a ton of Animal Crossing. Somebody stole my Switch before I got into it, hardcore and everything. So, you know, you know. Um, And Horizon, for all the PC players, Horizon Forbidden West is now on PC for everybody that is excited about that. Great game. We played it here on the channel. And if you're looking for something that looks beautiful, that game is well worth the investment and the time. 100%. Isn't that the one I already played? So you probably played the first one, which is Forbidden West. No, Zero Dawn is the first one. Forbidden West is the second one. Forbidden West has been only on PlayStation so far. So um, you probably only you don't have a PlayStation. Did you play it on four? Because I no, it didn't come out on four. Yeah. So you would have to play it on five. I want on the PS5. Talk crap, get cap. Shh, don't be coming at me. Don't be coming at me with that. Don't even. I played on PC. Well, I figured you played on PC. But yes, you haven't played this one then. So you played Zero Dawn, which is the first one. So this is the second one that is now on PC. Highly suggest it though. So if you are um, looking for something to play right now, I suggest that one. Interesting stuff kind of coming around Dragon's Dogma with microtransactions. Um, I've only heard good things about Princess Peach so far. Rise of the Ronin's kind of gotten some flack as well. It's just not as like full on goodness. So I don't know. Plus, I'm trying to save money right now. You know, kind of crazy concept. You know, to try to save money. Who does that anymore? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So yeah, I haven't bought it yet, but it is on my list to play. Um, what's the update on Skull and Bones? Like, what's going on with the game right now, or like me playing it? Um, I am not kept up on what's going on with the game at the moment. Me playing it kind of really depends on if there is enough people that will get the game and play it with me. But yes, I have not kept up with the state of the game or anything. I know a few weeks ago Ubisoft was um, touting it as like the best game that we've put out and all of this kind of stuff, and it's like, are you sure about that? Because I don't think so. So yeah, I don't really know where the game is at the moment. So yeah. Murdoch says I still have Helldiver goggles on. Yeah, I'm still playing. I didn't want to play tonight just because the game is not like doing well on stream. So it's like I also like I want to accomplish something when I play. That's kind of like where I'm at right now. I played yesterday. I wasn't feeling great, so I stayed home from work. So I played Sea of Stars for a few hours. And guys, I thought I was almost at the end of this game, and then it was just like, guess what? Guess what? We're about to blow your mind. And then it blew my mind. If you're looking for a game, guys, whoo, this game is so good. Sea of Stars, amazing. Amazing. Twists and turns, so good. So good. Dan said, and I just bought it too. Nice, nice. Now, Dan, did you finish Final Fantasy VII Rebirth? Have you finished that one yet? Murdoch says, I looked at Sea of Stars, not my cup. And that's, Sea of Stars is not my, like, the way I normally, like, like, those are not my games, like, 100%. And it was more out of, like, I'll just try it, because everybody's saying it's a really good game. And, because I am not a, like, old school RPG kind of person. I do like RPGs, but that, like, that type of game with the sprites and all that. I'm not about that, but man, this has been fantastic. Fantastic. Wait, the Pen of Judgment is out. Watch yourself. Oh yeah, it's out. It's a different one, but it's out. My other one is in my pocket in my pants that I wore today. Not yet. Okay, okay, I got you. Which The game director of Final Fantasy 16 said that the game is apparently coming to PC, but he hinted at it might be coming to PC, not just PC, but Xbox as well. Highly doubt it's going to come to Switch, or it would run like doo doo. Um, so yeah, Amy says there is some new footage of Tales of the Shire that came out. Yes, I saw that. It looks really really cool. I am looking forward to that one. I know I will definitely be getting it for somebody that's near and dear to my heart, and they can live in their hobbit hole. Talking about you, my love. What is up, Jess? How are you and the fam jam? What's up? What's up? Yeah, I but yeah, I've been enjoying Sea of Stars. I think if anyone that is really into good story, like that's the thing that I really am getting from Sea of Stars. Great story, and the gameplay is really good. I literally have like there's these things called relics that you can turn on, and it just makes the game. You can either make the game harder or easier. There's a lot more like that can make it easier. Um, I literally just turn them all on, all the ones that made it easier, and I've just been enjoying the story. Like I don't have to manage health, I don't have to manage all this other stuff, and I just get to enjoy the game and the puzzles. The puzzles are very interesting. I highly suggest it if y'all are looking for something to just kind of, get a good story, sit down where you can play, as long as you want or as short as you want. Because I feel like the saves are spread out just enough to make you want to keep going just a little bit more. And then you hit a save spot. So I like that. There is autosave as well. But I always like to save. So I'm not relying on the game. If you ever like I'm bad about like any kind of like Bethesda game or something like that where I'll just have stacks and stacks of saves just because I'm like, oh, I need to save this before I make this decision and all of that. And like I used to be like where I would go back. Put a 5 in chat if y'all have done this at any point playing video games. It'd be like right before a major decision, you would save, and then you would make the major decision, and then you would be like, oh, okay, this is like it's that big like split moment in the story, and then you can like go back to just that point, so you don't have to play the whole game again. Some people would go back all the way through and play it with that in mind or whatever, but yeah, I used to do that just because I ain't got time for that. Knows what I'm talking about. Like I remember not Tales of the Jedi. Um, Jedi Academy 2 was one that I did that too. Because there's a moment where you choose in that game. Great game. And it's still super expensive, which is kind of crazy. Even to this day, it's still one of those games that just holds its value for whatever reason. It's a great game, but it's not worth like $40 at this point, in my opinion. So, guys, y'all let me know, what have you been up to? Have you been watching anything? Have you been reading anything? What have you been playing? I want to know. Um, Nate says, I actually never did that. Whatever the story I got was what I got. Like, if it was a game where I knew I'd go back and replay just because I loved it, I wouldn't mind playing the whole thing again. Because, like, a lot of games at that point started having more branching stories and everything, but a lot of them didn't. It was just literally one choice in the game, and you had a good ending or a bad ending or whatever. So, Murdoch says, I started Young Sheldon on season 2 at the moment. That's my workout show. I like I've seen some clips on TikTok of Young Sheldon, and it looks pretty good. I'm not a huge fan of what is that? The Big Bang show, so it's not something that like appealed to me. But I the things that I have seen are pretty funny overall. So I've been working on educating the younger generation at work on old school anime. Ooh, like what? Like what? Give me some. Give me some. I was watching a video. My timeline started pulling more and more of these, but it was like 90s anime, and it was really, really good. It had some language in it, uh, but I did want to at least share it with y'all if y'all are interested in like 90s anime and everything. Let me watch. It's called Chip Chipmunk Chan. How vintage anime still captivates us. Really good video. I highly suggest watching it. Um, it just does a really good job of dissecting it and everything. Um, 3 out of 6 of my group watch anime. We're trying to branch out the other three. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, like nobody at my work other than like they're the warehouse worker guys and gal, they watch anime, but nobody like where I like in my vicinity every day watches anime, so I don't get to talk about it that much at work. um, Nate says we've been watching Bluey with James. He's he isn't that interested yet, but we love it. Well, there you go. I saw this little girl on TikTok, and like her mom was asking her something, and she's like, "Nar," like saying it like from Bluey, like she got that from Bluey, like how to say no and everything. Amy says, watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine, which is really good, guys. I highly suggest it. Reading Assassin's Quest, the Starless Sea, and an advanced copy, so advanced reader's copy. Um, we're reading Assassin's Quest together, and guys, if y'all are big into like high fantasy or what some people call old man fantasy, that is a good series. Murdoch says, so I got one started on Studio Ghibli, which is a great place to start. She watched Spirited Away and didn't really understand it. I feel like Ghibli's movies are really difficult to understand. They're very pretty. It's like they've got like a baseline like story that like anybody can like watch and kind of get, but then there's like layers. Like it's the kind of like iceberg effect where it just keeps getting deeper and deeper. And I feel like his movies will leave you slightly confused, but they're great. They're beautiful. But like it's not just like friendship or something like that. It's a little bit more ambiguous than a lot of other anime. Um, Amy says, I know people are crazy about Bluey. Yeah, there is a Bluey game, Nate, on Game Pass right now. If you want to check that one out and play it with James. I know he's not able to play it, but you can at least put it on the screen. Nate says, we watched Ghostbusters Afterlife Saturday night on FX. Had never seen it. It was really good. Yeah, I haven't watched any of the new Ghostbusters. I didn't watch the all-female one, and I haven't watched Afterlife or Frozen Empire. I've heard that it's good. Both of them are good and everything, but I don't know. I like Ghostbusters, but it's not like my oh my god Ghostbusters. Watched the 99 when it came out. Good series. 99. I don't know that one. Oh, Brooklyn 99. I'm like 99. I'm like, is that a Gundam show? Dan says, I started putting some of my Gundam models on display by my desk at work. Oh, yeah, let's go. I get some nice comments on them from my students. Dude, like, if I had a professor that was just like, bang, look at that. Like, because you've got some dope models, Dan. Like, I've seen them. Like, those are some dope models. I know, literally, guys, I don't know how many times I've said this. Dan and I, because of a friend of mine, our mutual friend, college. Dan knew Alex from high school, and Alex and I marched at Troy together. So Alex was coming to town and wanted to get dinner and everything. He was like, "Hey, I got a friend that's going to come with me. We're going to Pensacon together." I was like, "Okay, cool." I mean, and then Dan and I started talking about Gundam, and like Dan just started like whipped out the phone, started showing me all these Gundam models and everything. I was quite impressed. Um, quite impressed. Marnock said, "Yeah, we had to dissect the layers." Yeah, and I think that's one of the things I agree with Amy. Kiki's delivery service is a bit easier to understand than a lot of the other ones. Like I like Totoro, but it doesn't make a ton of sense. In the base, kind of base, just overall watching it. Kiki's does make a lot more sense for just the average viewer. Um, Princess Mononoke is a really cool. One, it definitely has some interesting themes in it. Um, I like that one. Don't watch what is that? Yesterday or something like that. I don't know. There's one that really sucks. It is not. It's not for me. I'm trying to think of what other ones. Howl's Moving Castle. That's always a good one. So, that's always a good one to get and watch. Nate, been playing it. I laugh out loud to get achievements for my. Yeah, I've been playing it to get achievements. Yeah. It's weird how the three anime people in the group all watch completely different types of anime. I found that interesting because I'm over here like 90s Akira fanboy and old school art style, and they're more into the drama that are over expressionated stuff. Yeah, I feel like there's so many different types of anime at this point that you get kind of like you get definitely a lot more like niche stuff like isekai and then like the more drama or life based stuff. But that's one thing that we talk about on Eat Sleep Anime is that a lot of people our age or a little bit older are, we grew up on Toonami. We grew up on that, 90s, 80s anime, Ronin Warriors, that sort of deal. So we grew up in a very different time where it was a lot more shonen, a lot more fighting, Cowboy Bebop, Outlaw Star, and everything. So we didn't really have a ton of the other things going on. So the next homework is Howl's Moving Castle. Howl's is great. I definitely want to go back and rewatch stuff. I do like Ponyo as well. It's really good. I agree with Amy on that. It is. I think some of the story again, it gets in that kind of like, okay, there's a baseline, but then there's like a lot more to it, and I like Ghibli does like the art is just so good. I do want to watch the new one, The Boy and the Heron. I definitely want to check that one out for sure. Nate said I did start playing Nino Kuni on Game Pass last week, which is a whoa! I didn't know that was a Studio Ghibli game. That is really cool. Huh? Huh. I gotta check that out. Dan says I'm a big isekai junkie. I'm going to try out. I got reincarnated as a slime. I think that's my first one that I'm going to try. And apparently there's a Suicide Squad isekai that is coming out. They put out a trailer and everything about that. So I don't know. We'll see how it turns out. Porco Rosso is the block at one point. Is that the flying pig one? Like he flies in an airplane and everything? Um, I think that is. Yeah, yeah. Derek kind of convinced me. Like I watched a little bit of it, and I was just like, okay, this looks pretty interesting. Like I'm kind of down to clown on this. So that will be my first isekai that I've watched. So we're gonna try it out and see. Because I wouldn't necessarily like Ranking of Kings feels slightly like that, but it's not. Because it's not like going into a different world or anything like that. So, but yeah, I love me some Ranking of Kings, and yeah. So that is the one. I don't know the whole story behind um, Porco Rosso. But it does look pretty cool. Guys, if you haven't already, smack the like button. Let me know that you're enjoying the stream. Needs to ask Derek what the anime was, that 2011 Street oh whatever, about the two agents that live in the same apartment. You're gonna have to ask him on that one. I have no idea. Derek watches like so much anime. Like Derek doesn't play as much as he used to, like games. But he definitely watches way more anime at this point. I'm currently watching Jujutsu Kaisen. I talk about that on the show. I'm almost done with season one right now. So I'm enjoying the show. I feel like it has been overhyped just a little bit, not gonna lie. It's really good, but I think people have really, really overhyped Jujutsu Kaisen. But I'm sure the second season, it's going great so far. I'm enjoying it. But yeah, I feel like people have been like, "Oh my God, this is the best thing ever," and I'm like, "Okay, like it's pretty good. It's like it's not the best thing ever, but I'm enjoying it. It's I'll get to a point where I'm watching. It's like I'll just watch a few more episodes, that sort of deal. So it's very interesting. I don't want to like give any spoilers away if y'all want to watch that. I've heard that it gets nuts, which I'm really looking forward to. I'm in the Goodwill competition right now, and I am after the veil lifts. Um, if that tells you where I'm at, Dan. So that's where I am currently on Jujutsu Kaisen, and yeah, I'm like I said, I'm enjoying it. I don't spend a ton of time watching shows as much as I would like, just because I am really, to be honest, I'm working a lot more right now just to kind of set things up, get things, kind of rolling a little bit more um, with, more work and that sort of deal. But I don't. I'm enjoying it. Yes, I like their camaraderie. I do like Toto and Itadori. I like again. I'm bad at pronouncing names, guys. If y'all don't know that by now, I don't know when y'all gonna learn it, but yeah. um, but yeah, like after I watch season two of Jujutsu Kaisen, I probably go with the slime one, and then go from there because I think Brotherhood will be my next one that I jump into. Because May is when we get Demon Slayer, My Hero Academia new season. So definitely looking forward to those. Guys, y'all let me know what are y'all watching? If y'all are watching any anime, if y'all got any suggestions. Nate says Brotherhood is so good. Yes, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. That's the one that I'm talking about. That is on my list, just so I can um, take care of it because I know everybody like Nate and I know Dan has talked about it. Derek constantly talks about it. To get it like not just to check it off the list, but to like actually watch it and enjoy it because it's not super long from what Derek told me, which I think that's my biggest problem with like the older anime, just because a lot of it is like padded, like hardcore with filler. So yeah, I need, me and Amy need to get back on Spy Family so we can finish season two. I don't know if it's finished yet with the dub because Amy will not watch any any um, sub stuff or anything. So uh, need to see if it is finished and ready to go because we were enjoying it a lot. The stuff that's happened in season two is really, really good. Don't want to give anything around. No, no sub. Yeah, and like I don't mind like because I'm watching Jujutsu Kaisen in sub. I think it would be a little bit easier in dub, just because I don't mind watching in either. It's just like I know if I'm watching a show in subtitles, it's easy to miss things, especially if you're doing other things, which I try not to when I'm watching a new show and everything. Um, but it's a lot harder because you don't know what's being said fully. You know, it's like you're reading subtitles, and I feel like I'm not getting everything on the screen because I like to like look at the whole screen. But if I'm reading and there's somebody that talks really fast or anything like that, it makes it a little bit more difficult to read all of it and everything. You should watch Konosuba. Konosuba. I'm putting on my list. Baki is also on my list. So this one's a comedy. Okay. Yeah, I have to check it out. Is it on Crunchyroll? And what is it about? Like I think that's one of the reasons why I like Spy Family so much is because there's a lot more it skews a little bit more comedy. There's action and everything and espionage and like this story that's unfolding. But the comedy like really elevates the show as a whole. And I think that is so refreshing because again, I grew up on like fighting anime, you know, Yu Yu Hakusho, Rurouni Kenshin, Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Gundam, Gundam Wing, G Gundam, like everything was like fighting. Everything was fighting. Outlaw Star, and it was all great. I enjoyed it a ton. And then you get something that's like Cowboy Bebop, which there is like fighting and violence and all of that, but it has such an interesting story behind it all. You know, like it's different, and I think that's one reason why it stands the test of time. Where like I love Gundam Wing, and I probably like if I watched it with sub instead of dub, like the dub is horrible, guys. Me and Derek talk about it on Eat Sleep Anime. So, um, okay, so it's anime that makes fun of isekai. Does it have Truck Kun in it? Is the undefeated truck in there? Amy says, yes, the humor on Spy Family makes the show. I 100% agree. Like, and everybody has their own, like, comedic moments. It's not just like one character is funny. Like, Anya is definitely really funny. But it's like the situations that people get into. Bond, which is like the dog. He's got his own, like, humor that, like, happens to him. So it's just like everybody gets kind of like their moment to shine comedically as well as like action and different things. And just like the pacing of the show is really, really good because you've got like the action, like I said, and then you've got the family dynamic that's going on. And then you've got like Anya at school and the mission and everything, and her trying to get closer to this general's son so Lloyd can get close to the general. So it's like this whole thing going on, and it's just very very interesting. Dan says basically a guy dies in a super pathetic way, and when he gets reincarnated, his death is made fun of by the goddess in charge of reincarnation. Oh my god. That sounds bad. As a benefit, he gets to choose any one thing to take with him, and he chooses to take her out of spite. Oh, like to just take her like out. Interesting, very interesting. Um, but yeah, and like I don't know if y'all feel the same way, but I like after Akira Toriyama's like passing, I really want to go back and start from the beginning of Dragon Ball and watch all the way through. Go Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, go to Super. I don't know if I'll do GT, but at least all the way through that and do all the movies. Because I haven't watched, especially like the new stuff. I have not watched all the newer. Like I haven't watched Superhero. I haven't watched Broly. I have watched Resurrection F and the Battle of the Gods, which is pretty much seasons like 1 and 2 of Super and everything. Yeah, I want in a way I want to watch GT just to say like I watched all of it because I did really like some of the things in GT, but I only watched it sporadically because like when it started coming out on like Toonami and everything, like I wasn't where I could watch and everything. Oh, so he takes her into the new with him into the new world. Okay, I gotcha. Yeah, like I was explaining to Amy like about Dragon Ball and everything, and like how a lot of Dragon Ball, if y'all have never watched Dragon Ball, and I don't think a lot of people understand, Dragon Ball is like actually about like getting the Dragon Balls and making wishes. But nobody does that in any of the stuff that we see now. It's like, oh, if somebody dies or something like that, we'll see like the dragon. But like Dragon Ball and early Dragon Ball Z, we got a lot more of that. And yeah, that does lead to events in GT and everything. But it was like the search for the Dragon Balls and Emperor Pilaf and Oolong and all of this, and it was just a different kind of vibe, and there was a lot more humor in Dragon Ball than, but like the humor that is like just woven into the relationships, like Master Roshi and everything. It's such a good show. I want to go back and Krillin was so different. And then the martial arts tournament, like I was explaining to Amy, I was like, yeah, you see, like majority of the show is like, them fighting like this army that's wanting to take over the world, and then the other is like them fighting in a martial arts tournament. And it's like, what? It's like, how does that even work? And I'm like, it just does. It just makes sense. um, yeah, so they do explain how they get turned into children. I want to say it's at either the beginning. It's either at the beginning or the end of like one of the series, and they get the Dragon Balls, and they wish for like youth, and the dragon makes them because they're old at that point. The dragon makes them kids again, which then eventually we get like Trunks and May together in the future and all of that. But yeah, that's how they get turned into children. So yeah, but yeah, I'm looking. I don't know if I've got the time to sink into doing that whole rewatch and everything. Like when I get to Dragon Ball Z, I'm definitely doing Dragon Ball Z Kai, which I kind of like. I already did Dragon Ball Abridged, which is not the same. It's hilarious, but it's not the same as watching the actual show. But yeah, I definitely think I'm going to do Kai over like just the regular Dragon Ball Z, just because it's it cuts out so much of the filler. Animations are like a lot crisper and everything. It's a lot cleaner looking. So, it's just like, trying something different out. Because I watched all the way through Z. I've never watched all the way through Kai. I thought it was kind of stupid when it first came out. Now I'm like, oh, it's like, hey, I don't have to waste all my time. Because, like, why do we need to see, Vegeta and Nappa eat bugs? You know what I mean? Like, like, why do we need to see that? Why? I don't know. But it is very interesting. But yeah, so that's kind of my list. If y'all got any, suggestions on any anime that I should watch, y'all let me know. With gaming, like I'm just kind of at like a trying to figure out what I want to play. I definitely want to do Princess Peach Showtime. I know people are like, why does Zach want to play this game? I think it looks cool. I think it looks really fun. So maybe next week. I don't know yet. I definitely want to try out this dragon game, Century Age of Ashes. It looks really dope. Like it looks like it should be a ton of fun, and it's free to play. And if you've got Game Pass, there's like a which I can't show y'all because I'm streaming from my phone right now. But there's like a you can get like you can get YouTube Premium right now. I don't know if y'all know this. You can get YouTube Premium through your Game Pass subscription. You can get like 3 months free. So I highly suggest taking that up. I'm gonna see if I can redeem that on mine so I can get 3 months free. I don't know. We'll try it. But yeah, you can get 3 months free. There is a like DLC something from Century of Ashes that is available through your Game Pass subscription. They've added NBA 2K24. They've added Madden 24 on Game Pass. So they're constantly adding things. Control Ultimate Edition is on Game Pass now. I said Bluey earlier. So they're constantly adding stuff on there, and I still think that Game Pass is one of the best bangs for your buck. Um, Overall, yes, it has gotten it more expensive, but I do still think it's really affordable overall. And if you're not doing cloud and you're not anything on that, you should definitely go check it out. D4 is it about? Yes, Diablo 4 is about to be on there. Which if y'all are interested, I might whip out some Diablo 4 and we can play because everything is cross play, which is dope. With Diablo 4, so if y'all want to, I'll roll a new character. I'm down for that. If y'all want to play, y'all let me know. I think that is when is Diablo 4 coming to? Let's see. I put my keyboard down there, so I don't have my keyboard. Let's see. See if I can get to uh, the diabetes. Y'all let me know. Diabetes, Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Diary of a Wimpy Kid, 2010 film. Those are my search results, guys. Y'all let me know when D4 diabetes. Yeah, y'all let me know when Diablo 4 is coming out on Game Pass. I can't remember off the top of my head, but yeah. Um, so I'm looking forward to Monday. We are going to be putting out Eat Sleep Anime. So for all the anime fans, I think you are going to enjoy it. Thursday we are doing NerdCave News at 7 p.m. We're going to be talking about all the video game news that you need to know. So Monday is Eat Sleep Anime. Next Wednesday, we are going to be doing NerdCave News then. Oh, this weekend. Okay, dope. Yeah. So if anybody is like interested in doing Diablo, y'all let me know. I enjoyed playing, but it just it took so much time. Like I literally would sit on the couch. I had my backbone, and I would sit on the couch and I would just play, and like my fingers would hurt. Because like one of my I played as a necromancer. One of my skills would be like to blow up corpses and everything. So I'm just spamming the button, and it's like after playing like 3 hours, like my finger was just hurting so much from spamming that button. So if I played again, I don't know. Like I like playing as the necromancer. Like it's a really good class. I haven't kept up with like the meta or anything. I don't know what's been nerfed, what's been buffed or anything at this point. I just kind of like pick and like play whatever interests me. I know at launch the druid looked really cool, but it was like really difficult to play. So it would be pretty cool to have a whole group to play through some Diablo 4 and everything. Because like playing Helldivers, when you get a whole group together, it makes it so much more fun. It's way more chaotic, but it's so much more fun playing Helldivers 2 when there's a whole squad and everybody's got everything together. So March 28th. So Thursday, yes, Thursday is when Diablo 4 or Diabetes 4 comes out on Game Pass. So if y'all want to check it out, y'all check it out, and y'all let me know if y'all want to play some. We'll probably have to play off stream just because it's very bloody and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, we'll check it out. We'll check it out. But yeah, so those are kind of the games that I'm looking forward to. We're working through Assassin's Quest right now, and I know I talked about it in my live, or not my live, but my video this morning. Guys, this book, like the last book left you with like a few of your teeth left in. They kicked your teeth out so many times in the last book. And then Robin Hobb just like opens up the door and she's like, "You got any teeth left?" And then just starts kicking your teeth out right away. And the book is so good. The book is so good, everybody. I am highly, highly suggesting y'all read this series. I know Dan started the first one. Dan, did you finish the first book? I'm curious if you've gotten through Assassin's Apprentice. From like we're on the third one. This is the third of the trilogy. It's called the Farseer trilogy. You can probably get this from your library, um, but I know that they have it on. You can get audio versions of it as well. I have not done any like Audible or audio versions of this one because Amy's been reading with me. You got any teeth left? Yeah, that's exactly how. Like that's the only way to explain this series. It's just like she kicks her teeth in, she buys you dentures, and then she kicks them out again. Um, okay, so he's okay. I got you. All right, all right. So you're making a pretty good clip into the book and everything. But yeah, like the series is great. If y'all are looking for something to read that is interesting, highly suggest this book. The other book that I'm reading right now is um, not Darker Shades of Magic, Deadly Education. Um, it's interesting. I'm almost at the end. I'm literally like 85% through right now, and I'm really enjoying it. It is essentially Hogwarts, but like the most like metal version of it, where kids are getting freaking sacrificed. Like, there's really no chosen one in this one. It's just the school that kids get dumped in, and there's no teachers. The school essentially like is on autopilot, and they teach them like themselves pretty much. And there are monsters in the school that try to kill them. So that's literally the whole kind of thing, and the main character that we're following around, um, Elle, she is destined to be this dark sorceress that is going to bring ruin to the world. That's been like foretold over her by her great grandmother, and she doesn't want anything of that. That's the interesting part. She's like, I just want a normal, life, and to just, be a part of a community and people to treat me normally. So it opens up a lot of very interesting things. I'm almost at the end of it, and I know I talked about this in my video earlier today, but um, you know, a lot of people like overhyped this book, and I think that's one of the reasons like Amy didn't fully enjoy it. Again, like she also read it physically. Like when I read, it's always audiobooks. I rarely have the time to like sit down and like actually like read with my eyes. I read with my ears. Um, so it's just like one of those things. It's like I'm taking 30 minutes, from work to home, or 30 or 40 minutes from work to home, and that's how I'm enjoying the book. And I think that, and my expectations are like super low. So, but I think it's a good book. I just, kind of going in with those expectations and everything, with it, with the book and all that good stuff. But, yeah. And something else that I've been working on is I'm trying to develop a workflow, um, where I am putting out at least like one short a day. Today I didn't get to it because I put out the longer video and then I'm doing tonight's stream and everything. But I'm trying to get where I put out one video a day that is short form, that is, informational and everything, and gets people the news and all that kind of stuff. But I'm posting it over on our Patreon as well, where kind of going a little bit deeper, writing like a blog post out of the video and everything. So I'm just testing some things out, seeing, if people enjoy that, if that's something that people want more of, that sort of deal. Because, like, um, and that, anytime I post something like that, that's on, that's available to everybody. Like, I post it to everybody on the Patreon. So if you want to go over there and join on the free tier, you can check those out as well. I posted one yesterday, um, about the Elder Scrolls. Yeah, Elder Scrolls 6, coming out in 2028. That's the place that we're at, right? 2028, 10 years after they announced that the game's going to come out. They should have never announced it. Put a 5 in chat if you agree with me. They should have never announced Elder Scrolls 6 that early before Starfield. Like, they literally announced Starfield and Elder Scrolls 6 at the same conference, I want to say. It was kind of crazy, kind of stupid. Um, and then we got Starfield, which I feel like had its kind of moment in the sun, but it was really, really quick. I definitely want to go back and play it, but I, I don't know. Like, again, it goes back to that. I don't have a ton of time to put in these time sink games, and it's like I just want to enjoy a good story, and I want to be able to get to the end of it and feel like I've accomplished something, and not feel like I've put in 400 hours. That's one thing that I'm scared about the new Elder Scrolls is, like, oh my God, I put in, 4 to 600 hours on one character. I played several characters, um, on Elder Scrolls, and it's just like, okay, that's not going to be a possibility, moving forward, So it's just like, figuring that out. But, that's why I think I'm enjoying Sea of Stars. It's like it's got RPG elements, but it's not super deep in the RPG. And I don't feel like it's a huge time sink. And the story's been moving really well. Um, and I'm so excited to get to the end of it. I play, indie titles when I get a chance, that are smaller, kind of quicker, 2 to 4 hours. Get a lot, get good story, cry, who doesn't like a good cry? You know what I mean? Like, Vinba made me cry like a baby. Made me cry like a baby. And then, Cocoon, which if y'all have not played Cocoon or Vinba, you need to. Cocoon, I think if you really enjoy puzzles, I think you will like it a lot. Vinba is definitely more of a story base. You're reading a lot of text, but it is so heartfelt. Highly, highly suggest that one. Um, And Dan, I saw something earlier today. I know both of us have it, and I've only played it once. But Space Engineers is actually going to be on Game Pass PC. So I thought that was pretty dope. I was like, oh wow, Space Engineers is going to be on Game Pass. It's kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. So I had a thought over the weekend, and I want to hear your thoughts on this as well. We've got a lot of sports vernacular, oh, that's a hole in one, yeah, oh, they got me riding the bench, just different things sports wise, different sayings, that sort of deal. You got to give 110%. It's the fourth quarter, bottom of the ninth, whatever, bases loaded, whatever it is. What about accountants? Like CPAs. What are they using? What is the words that they are using to, like, yeah, I'm really working on this account and it's a booger, it's just really difficult. I'm over having to cook these books. And you're gonna say, Zach, cooking the books is a bad thing, but it's like a tongue in cheek. It's like, yeah, I'm really having to cook over these books. It's like when you want to, you're like, hey, let him cook, let him cook. Same thing with CPAs, accountants. Let them cook the books. You know what I mean? Not really. This is not financial advice, everybody. Okay, don't be coming after me. Don't be saying, oh yeah, Zach said that I can go cook books. But yeah, what are the CPAs using? You know, the financial advisors. What is their lingo that they try to sound cool with? You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm trying to come up with. I only came up with cooking the books. You know what I mean? And we said cooking the books, not what you want to hear an accountant say. No, you don't want you to hear. It's like, yeah, I had to stay up all night. I was cooking these books. It's like, you did what? It's like, yeah, I was cooking on these books. It's like I was really working hard. It was like, so you made up the numbers? No, 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 no. Not that kind of cooking books. I really cooked on this one. Dan says, I used to work at an accounting firm and I can't recall any major lingo they say. It's just the regular lingo. Man, we got to get like some accountant lingo bingo up in here. You know what I mean? It's just like we need to help the accountants like come up with some zingers of, you know, some words. You know what I mean? Like they got to have something instead of cooking the books. Clearly people are like, I can't have that one. Um, you know, it's all adding up. There we go. It's all adding up. It's all adding up. It's like, how's your day going? It's all adding up, Jan. Put a 5 in chat if y'all think that's good. I think that was pretty good. I think that's pretty good. You know what I mean? How's your day going? It's all adding up, Dan. I think that's pretty good. Uh, Amy says, you said we should give our accountant a cookbook. Oh, yeah, that was also, like, we should make it a norm, guys. When you have your accountant, do your books and everything, you give them a cookbook. You give them a cookbook. That's good. You give them a cookbook. What's up, Brandon? How's it going, my man? Nate says, don't hide it, divide it. Ooh. Ooh. You're an integer to this company. Like you're integral. You know what I mean? But yes, I think you should give them cookbooks. And then they'll be like, why did you give me a cookbook? It's like, well, you can't cook these books, but you can cook out of this one. Mm-hmm. 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 Guys, we're helping them out. Because, when I really get down to it, guys, and Urban Hiker that we all know and love, what would John Stevenson say? I like don't hide it, divide it. I like that one. It's all adding up. I like that one. Y'all let me know. What are some other things that we can add here? Looking for a house. Nice, nice. Well, hopefully you will find one. The market is crazy. Like everything right now is stupid when it comes to apartments, houses, anything, especially in this area. I think it's anywhere, but like everybody thinks they've got the flipping Taj Mahal, and they don't. Which I don't know if this is true. I heard in a video that the Taj Mahal, the guy that built the Taj Mahal, like he was super super rich, kind of crazy. So he got like the best engineers, architectures, craftsmen, all of this. They built the Taj Mahal. It took years and years and years. And so no one would copy the Taj Mahal. He killed everybody. Like he literally killed everybody that was in part of the planning and execution of the Taj Mahal. Again, I don't know if this is true, but this is what I heard. So he kills everybody that is a part of this, and then like 5 years later, he wants to build another version of the Taj Mahal, but across like a river. But he killed everybody, so he couldn't do it again. But it makes no sense. But yes, everybody thinks they have a Taj Mahal. Um, our house got smaller once the kid arrived. Yeah, when you start adding, and like especially because the kid's going to get older, like they're going to grow, they're moving around, they're running around and everything, so you're definitely like having to deal more and more with that. So that's probably why he wanted to build another Taj Mahal. There was not enough room there for him. I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there, guys. I'm just throwing out the zingers. You know what I mean? Just throwing out these zingers left and right. So, but yes, that's the Taj Mahal story. Now, I was having a conversation with my coworker Nick earlier today, and he was talking about French fries. I want to know, guys, what is your top five French fry? All right, top five French fry, and I'm going to include like things that are on the level of like Five Guys and down. Okay, so Five Guys all the way to fast food, because Five Guys is, I wouldn't consider necessarily fast food because of the pricing. I know fast food has definitely gotten more pricey, but I want to know, what is your top five fry? Because Nick was like McDonald's number one, and I'm like, McDonald's number one? Like, McDonald's is a great fry when they're fresh. When they're fresh, okay? McDonald's is a great fry, but I don't know if I could put it number one. You know what I mean? I don't know. Whataburger's fries are great. Chick-fil-A's fries are great, but I don't know if I can put, like, he was like number one McDonald's, number two Five Guys, and I was like, whoa, this is some boldness up in here. I would also put like in the same category. I would feel like Five Guys would be like a Steak and Shake. I'm not saying Steak and Shake is on my top five at all. Nate says I like seasoned fries, so probably Arby's or Popeyes. So is that your number one? Because I do like Arby's fries. I think Arby's fries, especially curly fries, do not get the love that they deserve. They used to, but a lot of people don't go to Arby's, and I'm definitely one of them. I will eat the mess out of some curly fries. Amy says Whataburger and what a burger and Chick-fil-A are my fave. Brandon says I personally liked Checkers fries, but now Checkers is no longer around. So is Checkers like officially just gone? Because I know like they had like the fries in the freezer sections. I haven't seen them, but I think I might have went to one Checkers in my entire life. Chick-fil-A has good regular fries, like the crinkle cut. Yeah, I agree. Chick-fil-A fries are like kind of, they're good. Even though the waffle, yeah, the waffle fries, not the crinkle cut. They just built a new one in Panama City. Oh, okay. So they are still around, but like I know around here they're not any. I think for me, I would go Chick-fil-A. Hmm. Chick-fil-A, because I feel like, again, it's like cost per fry here. So Chick-fil-A is number one. Number two, Five Guys. I'm gonna put Five Guys there. I feel comfortable putting there. Number three, Whataburger. Whataburger fries, not to be messed with. All right, not to be messed with. They're good, highly good. Okay, and I would rather eat Whataburger any day over eating McDonald's. Okay, 100%. So number one, Chick-fil-A. Number two, Five Guys. Number three, Whataburger. Y'all let me know. What are your top fives? I've got a few people saying like, oh, this and then this. I need a good solid top five here, guys. Um, Panama City is the closest one. Checkers used to be good to me. I did love the fries. See, I don't know what the fries were because I never had them. And guys, if you put shoestring fries on your list, you're wrong. I'm sorry. You're wrong. Shoestring fries are an abomination because it goes back to the crunch to whatever it is ratio. So if it's Reese's Cups, crunch to peanut butter, fries are crunch to potato, because you get to like Texas Roadhouse, which Texas Roadhouse is not included on this because it's a more expensive and everything. But Texas Roadhouse, the fries are delicious, but you get such a range of different cuts of fries within your fries that it's not consistent because you get in those big honkers, you know what I mean, where it's just like tons of potato. Ain't about that. But you get those nice little crispy ones with enough potato in there. Whoo boy, yeah, yeah. You're talking my language, you know what I mean? You're talking my language. So yeah. So Murdoch buys fries from the Checkers fries from the grocery store and air fry them. They're delicious. Mm, mm. Brandon says, fry wise, my list is Whataburger, Chick-fil-A, Checkers, Zaxby's, and then McDonald's. Mm. It's a good list. That's a very good list. Like, again, I haven't tried Checkers, but I 100% agree. That's a great list. It's not my list, but I agree. Really good list. I forgot about all the good options. Not a lot up there. Not a lot up there. Have you tried the Subway fries? No, I'm just kidding. So again, mine is Chick-fil-A number one, Five Guys number two, Whataburger number three, number four, guys. I guess I should have went five and up. Number four, I would say, huh? Number four, what would I put? See, I'm not about that sea salt game that Wendy's is over here trying to, make us think that it's like, oh, this is so good, and it's like, nah, mm-mm, mm-mm. Number four, I think I will go with McDonald's fry as number four. Yeah, I'll go with number four, McDonald's fry, because I was we went around. We had just went to this has been about a month or so ago. We were driving around, and this was after we went to the library, and I was like, man, I could really go for a drink and just some McDonald's fries. My stomach was just like messed up, so it was not a good idea. But I was like, oh man, some fries would be great right now. Thankfully, I didn't eat them because it would have been not a great rest of the day. But man, every now and then I just get hit with that nostalgia of wanting those McDonald's fries. McDonald's fries with honey. Oh, oh, so good. And then number five, I'd put Arby's. Arby's is my number five. I can't eat Arby's fries every day, unlike the other ones. I feel like I get to eat every day. Arby's, it's like I can eat it, go several years without eating it. So I definitely feel like that. Um, stay away from the church's chicken and Bruton. The kitchen is disgusting. Yeah. Um, don't tell me that. They recently opened back up a couple months ago, and I love the Cobb sandwiches. Yeah. Brandon over here just ruining the eatery places. I know Hardee's has nasty back rooms because I used to deliver bread to them, but I still eat Hardee's. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even remember the last time I had Hardee's. Like it's been, gosh, I don't even know how long. Mm. I think it might have been with my grandmother Nana, like that long ago. I'm talking about like maybe when I was like 12, and I'm 34 right now. I'm 34. Yeah, I'm 34 right now. So yeah, it's been quite a time. So, guys, my list. Just to, put mine out there. I want to know yours as well. Number one, Chick-fil-A. Number two, Five Guys. Number three, Whataburger. Number four, the OG, the McDonald's fry. And then number five, coming in hot and fresh and curly to death, the Arby's curly fry. Don't get it twisted. I don't want none of them regular fries over at Arby's. That ain't it. That ain't it. I think the last time I had Arby's, I was on my way to Mobile. Yeah, I was on my way to Mobile to meet a bride and groom to look at their venue, and it's been like a year, 2 years. Man, that's been a long time ago. Wow, crazy. The only thing I like from Hardee's is the monster biscuit. Only thing I remember is Hardee's used to have like the Hershey ice cream. Um, I don't know if they still do and everything. Yeah. The biscuits were always pretty good at Hardee's and everything, but yeah, that's all I can remember. Whataburger is always like I feel like Whataburger is just like on. It's not fast. Wouldn't say like the staff is the best in the world, but I do feel like they tend to be pretty clean overall. Um, so yeah, I enjoy Whataburger, but it's still A tier. Y'all know what I mean? It's not an S tier. Not many things are S tiers, but it's good A tier. I even say an A plus tier. Yeah, but like you think about like McDonald's, like they have literally like engineered their drinks to go with their meals. Like think about the Sprite at McDonald's. The reason why it's like crispy, it's kind of punchy is because the Sprite and the fry go together so well. They've literally engineered to like bring out the flavor in the fry. And I think it even goes past that. It's like I think they went to the size of the straw to make sure that you're getting the right volume of drink to fry and all of that. I think that's important. Brandon bringing up a great question. Who's got the best sweet tea? Huh. That is important. Um, the thing that I think you have to think about sweet tea is how much is it steeping? Because I grew up in a place like we had super sweet tea, but we didn't let it steep that much. Like I never really tasted tea that steeped, like really like sat there and kind of got smoky in the flavor. Um, Sweat tea. Was it? I didn't read it that way. Yeah, sweet tea. Yeah, Dan's gonna get you. Dan's always gonna get you. Who has the best sweat tea? I don't know. I like Chick-fil-A's tea, but it is definitely like a smokier, darker sweet tea. um, it's good, but I would not say it's the best. I haven't had Popeyes since I ate it on stream and got sick when I did the Popeye sandwich, and I think I had a Coke with that. Um, Zaxby's sweet tea is good. I feel like McDonald's sweet tea is too sweet. Whataburger sweet tea is pretty good overall. Like I feel like theirs is pretty solid. Um, Trying to think who else, because I normally don't trust people's sweet tea. I'm gonna just be honest. I normally do not trust people's sweet tea because they usually suck at making it. So that's kind of like where I'm at on sweet tea. But because I'll normally go with Coke, and that's mm, yeah. I think I'll give it to Whataburger, and then Chick-fil-A. I do like Chick-fil-A sweet tea. Um, but like the only time I drink Chick-fil-A sweet tea is when I eat breakfast. Like I'll get two sweet teas, which is delicious, and then I'll get a chicken biscuit with grape jelly. If you've not eaten a chicken biscuit with grape jelly, I don't know what you're doing in your life. Okay, some people like I'm like, oh yeah, this is what I get. And they're like, what in the world? Why would you put grape jelly on it? It's like you put it on your sausage biscuit. Why wouldn't you put it on your chicken biscuit? Well worth it. Well worth it. And then a large hash brown. You can get large hash browns, guys, at Chick-fil-A. It's well worth it. Trust me. Trust me. Dan says, I usually drink Milo's sweet tea. See, Milo's is pretty good just because you can buy it like and everything. One of my favorite things is when Amy will make sun tea. Ah, that's some good stuff. She'll make the pitcher and then she'll sit it outside. It's just like, I don't know, it feels like magic. It just feels like the pitcher of tea has been like infused with magic. I don't, if you've never had sun tea before, you're missing out. You need to go try it. Like you literally just sit it outside and let it go. Amy says sun tea is the way to go, 100%. Brandon says best sweet tea for me is Whataburger, Chick-fil-A, McDonald's. Yeah, like McDonald's, I feel like just gets a little too sweet. That's saying something for me because I really like sweet tea. But yeah, I agree. Whataburger, Chick-fil-A, and then McDonald's. Um, because I feel like Fusakli's is good. Their sweet tea is pretty good as well. So, but yeah, I think if you had to top it at three, I would switch McDonald's with like Fusakli's or Zaxby's. But yeah, I like the list. I like the list. All right, guys. Well, I think that's going to do it for us tonight. Thank y'all for being patient and hanging out and just chatting tonight. I hope y'all have a wonderful, wonderful rest of the evening. We'll be back Thursday at 7 p.m. Central Time. We'll be doing the Nerd Cave News with Yugi 601. It's going to be a fantastic time, so y'all come and join us. Then next week, guys, Monday is going to be our Eat Sleep Anime show. So check that out. If you're a patron, you can go check that out right now over on patreon.com/nerdcave. Watch it before everybody else sees it. And then Wednesday of next week, guys, we are moving news next week to Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central Time. Y'all have a wonderful night. I will see y'all Thursday. I almost said tomorrow. But y'all have a wonderful night. I love y'all and good night.